welcome along and welcome back to our Seasons from Scratch Let's Play here on Feldsborough. Today it's going to be a fairly short video where we're doing some we're going to complete the mission we've got, the contract we've got going on this field here by collecting up these bales. Two reasons for that. Firstly, it is the last day of summer. I thought it was the last day of summer last time, made a mistake. And discovered, to my horror, after I'd finished recording, that we had one more day of summer to go. So, we have this contract finished. We're going to be deep in harvest from next video, sorry. So what I want to do is I want to get these bales collected up, get this contract finished, and then when we've got this contract finished, that's going to put us in a good position going into the summer. Now, I can't sell the excess bales because the excess bales have not had enough time to ferment. So what we're going to do is we're going to collect up the bales on here. We're going to go and take them. We're going to see how many loads it takes us to... how much of the contract is complete from our first set of bales. So the first full thing. And work out how many bales we need to then deliver for the contract. There we go. And then having done that, we're going to come back to the field and only get that many bales to complete the contract. And then the rest we're going to load up onto this, take back to our yard, and then and then hold on to until they've fermented. Because that's basically what we need to do in order to make money from these. I'd like to deliver the ones that ferment to the BGA because we make more money doing it that way. The unfortunate thing about that is that we need to own the BGA, I think, to make money. It's one of those things that I've heard a lot in about FS19. So we're going to find out. Well, I don't know whether we need to find out if that's true or not. If you know that the situation with that, let us know in the comments. Do we need to own the BGA in order to sell silage at it? I'm really intrigued. I'd love to know what the truth of that is. We could test it with the silage bale once we're done on here, but yeah, it would be good to know going into it really. So, having got these bales, got the first 16 bales here, we're going to take these now down to the sell point. That is down at the animal dealer, the other side of field 26, our field 26, and drop them off. This should be a really lucrative contract for us in the end, especially as I was just talking about, if we can actually get those bales to sell at the BGA rather than at the animal dealer. It's something like twice the price to sell silage, to break up silage bales and to sell silage at the BGA. So yeah, that would do us really well. The BGA is located... where is the BGA? Oh, the BGA is located near the Port Northwest. So it's quite a way up that way. I don't think we get any land or anything with it. I am looking for... We're going to need... Actually, I'm going to need the multiple missions mod on here. Because there are so many fields that are going to be ready for harvest for us. So, yeah, I don't want to miss out on making an absolute ton of money as we go through the autumn. And just... Yeah, we'll get a decent sized combine. We'll be able to afford it with the number of contracts we're going to do. And we'll just go through and we'll knock down contract after contract. It is the best way we're going to have for doing this. So here we are at the animal dealer. Nice thing about this tractor is we should be able to get a nice tight turn around here. Because it does turn very nicely. Reverse this up and we will drop it off. So 16 bales this is. And this is going to be some very quick in-the-head maths to work this out. 16 bales to drop off, giving us 60% of the contract complete. That is quite interesting. Because I don't know how to divide 60 by 16. If we half that, that is dividing 30 by 8. Now, 8 fours are 32. In fact, actually thinking about it, yeah, I think we probably want 10 more bales. 8 bales would be, so 8 bales would be 30%. So yeah, 8 bales would be 30%, which is just under 4 bales. So 4 bales would be 15% as a result, and 7.5% would be, okay, so there we go. That is my answer. I need 11 bales in order to complete this contract, because yeah, 2 bales would be 7.5%. We need to do about, whoa, oh no, there we go, we managed to stop the car. That was a near accident. So yeah, we need to basically get 40%, so 11 bales should do that. Just over, should just over do that, so that would be good for us. What I'm going to do as well, I think I'm going to sell the 2 hay bales we have here. So we'll add those to the stack at the end. That should do quite well, but yeah, we need to get 11 more bales off here. So that's where we're going to go with this. And in doing that, yeah, that should be the maximum amount of money we can make off this as a result. It's getting the right speed so that I'm then not pushing these bales along the ground is quite a tricky thing as well. This tractor is really good for this job. So as I said, we're going to get the 2. Wow, we are not going to be left with that many bales. We need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So that's going to leave us with 6 bales for us, which is actually not that bad. That's pretty good. So we're going to pick up the 2 hay bales while we do this as well. We've no use for them at the moment. And I think eventually we may try and buy this field and extend field 30 into this field. It will lose us a grass field on the map, but I think what I want to experiment, actually, one of those things, so that is 12 bales. Yeah, so just the 1 more, which is this hay bale, and then we'll go and tip this. And then the last thing we need to do is come back here and just pick up those last 6 bales, make sure that we've got all of that done and dusted. But as I was saying, yeah, field 30 is an obvious choice for us to buy and then expand our farm that way into a nice big field that way. That would then make that, yeah, that would make that our biggest field. I also like the idea of purchasing field 20 and field 19 and sort of expanding field 18 into that area. What would be quite good with that is to go and cut the trees down at the end of field 20. Would allow us to get started with some animal stuff that way as well. Maybe, yeah, maybe merging 18 and 19 and then keeping grass on field 20 would be quite useful to us. I think it would be a very good way to go. Now, is this car going to turn here? I don't think it is. No, it isn't. So we're in the clear. We can head this way. Yeah, I think that's going to be a very good way for us to go and do this. But yeah, as I said, we are going to be, next time we are going to be getting into the harvest. There's going to be a lot of harvest that comes ready. there's lots of fields that we can buy to expand our farm going forwards, and I'm hoping we're going to make a really, really decent amount of money from the harvest time with the contracts and everything, in order to actually make a really, really good headway on here. And I think what we're going to find on this series, in comparison to some other series, is that having the contracts available to us is just, in the harvest time, is just going to catapult us forwards. So unload this, like so. And while this is unloading, I want to check the forecast. The forecast for the next few days, for Saturday is good, for Sunday is good, Monday is not, Tuesday is not. Wow. So Saturday is the first day of autumn, second day, third and fourth are not good, fifth and sixth are, as it stands at the moment. There we go. We got 689 and we finished the contract. That is perfect. So we have just got to go back, use this, stack the remaining bales at our farm. Because if we don't do that, we're not going to be able to. We have no means of stacking them ourselves. So yeah, I want to get that collected up and do that. And really, that's all we've got to do today. That's all we've really have lined up. We could take on a spraying contract, and if I can find a small spraying contract quickly, we might. But yeah, mainly I wanted to get this job done. A little bit of a calm before the storm of autumn and the huge. I mean, you can see how many fields we have on this map that are ready for harvest. And yeah, if we get a decent enough size combine, we should be able to get a trailer big enough to do this, big enough to hold, to pull on this, and B, we should be able to then, you know, make a really good amount. I'm not going to get a massive combine. I want to get a, I think I'm going to get a decent size class combine on here, in honor of the upcoming DLC. And what I'd like to do, I think, is maybe get myself in a position where maybe this can be our class map when the Platinum Edition comes out. We shall see. There are other maps that are waiting in the wings that might be quite good. So unfold that, pick up the first bale there, and then we'll just get these last 5 bales collected up. We'll go find somewhere that we can place them. These thankfully can be stored outside, so I'm not worried about trying to get this into our shed or anything like that. We're in a good position with it. Right, and that. Just the one more. There we go. With that done, let's fold this up. And then work out the best place for us to put a stack of bales that aren't going to be in the way. I think it's going to be at the end of our bit here. Yeah, out of the way here. So we'll just stack them in the grass. But we need to be careful, don't want to run over our crops. So that like that. We have got a really decent number of eggs at this point as well. I don't know when the best time to sell eggs is actually. Kind of want to do that, I think. Right, let's unfold this so that we can get this in the right place. We can see where our stack is going to be placed. As it unloads them. So my plan is when those 2 egg pallets are full, I want to see what the price is like, and if we should sell them, we'll sell them, and if we shouldn't, then we won't. Right, there we go. Our 6 silage bales are on the ground. we're going to fold this down, get this back to the shop. Waiting for it to fold back up so that we're not taking out any more bollards. There we go. And then we'll just drop this off here, get this back to our farm. So let's disconnect this. So, oh, hoses as well. And that. I really, really like this HTZ. It's such a nice tractor. And such an odd choice, but works so well. Right, there we go. Bring this around here, and we'll go and park this up. And then we'll complete our contract to see how much money we have made. I just want to check on our chickens quickly. That would be, I think that would be a good idea as well. So park that up. There we go. So how are our chickens doing? Our chickens actually are doing pretty well. I'm not worried about them at all. They will do for another day, which is pretty good. How full are these? 91% and 79%. So our chickens are in really good stead. Yeah, plenty of food, plenty of water. Somebody suggested I sold the water out of the Joskin and got rid of it. But considering that we actually didn't pay for any water in it, it actually wouldn't be that big a loss to lose it. I think that's hired. Am I right in thinking that's hired? Yeah, we've got a lot of leased stuff on here actually, more than I'd realised really. So we're going to look to replace actually all this leased stuff after that. But yeah, that is costing us money. So considering the water didn't cost us anything, I think that we can probably get rid of that. Let's go to the animals here. Look at this. Details. It's not a massive amount of cost per day. It only costs us 95 per day. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. We're good with that. So yeah, that is where I'm going to leave this. It's a fairly short video today, so apologies for that. But we are just getting ourselves geared up for the harvest. Oh yeah, before we head off, we have a mission to complete. So there we go, 10,450. So yeah, just over 10,000 for this. So we'll collect that, which leaves us in a great place at the end of this. There is a little bit of time today, but unfortunately I've run out of time to actually move forward anywhere today. Plus, we would just be doing more spraying. So yeah, I'm not going to do that this video because we've done a lot of that recently. We're heading into the harvest next, into the summer. Into the autumn. So I hope you'll join me for that. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.